they've received an upgrade and they're beautiful. And there are a couple things in today's class too that you're going to learn about that have also been added from the last time I taught this class. There's some really cool pieces of functionality that I'm going to show you today that you might have not known the last time. So, okay, cool. Let me check the chat. All right, so you guys are just arriving with wanting to learn everything is what I'm hearing and seeing. Again, if there's something in particular that you'd like to know about today's class, feel free to just ask me a question, drop it in the chat, and I'll just dive right in. Sound good? Cool. All right, so let me just grab my screen. Okay, let me head, refresh. Winter Wonderland out there. Okay. All right. So heading into Command, of course, we're going to head to the last applet here website. And if you haven't noticed, this was called Consumer. We updated this to now be called Websites because that's where you'll be able to find your website. The new screen here on my right-hand side, you'll see Agent Site and also Settings. I'm going to show you Settings first just so that you can see this new and improved look. Down below, you'll see this big button where it says Edit My Website. That's where we'll be headed here soon. But yet before we go there, I'm going to also show you this is where your subdomain lives. Take note that you can change your subdomain at any time. So if you wanted to go in and change it, rename it, you can do that. The other thing that I want to point out here today is settings. Inside the settings section, like I had mentioned before, I'm just scrolling down and this is where your app URL is. So if when you want to share your KW home search app with any of your clients and you're wondering, hey, where does that live from my desktop command? You could find it here. Okay, so all you do is just copy it, send it through a text message or an email. The other thing that I wanted to point out here is the forced registration option. This forced registration option allows users to then insert their first name, last name, email address in order to be able to search for homes continuously. I love this option just because it does provide that prompt for them to sign in, create a login, and then the beautiful thing about that is we get all of their information as they start searching. What houses they're looking at, when they save a house, when they actually want to talk to you, all of those notifications will come through your KW Command app as well as your KW Command platform. Cool. Now I'm going to try to answer this before you might get ahead of me, and that is when and how often should you put those restrictions on? Just based on knowledge and the experience from a top producer in our region, he uses 2 properties. The 2 property limitation is what he uses. I have mine set as unrestricted as a trainer just because it allows me to show you all the things in the website itself, okay? So if you're thinking about it, 2 properties is a good one. Just play around with it, especially if you're trying to capture leads through Facebook posts and Facebook ads. Okay. All right. So that is the first section, kind of some housekeeping around our website, the very top here. But now I'm going to head to edit my site. And also just a friendly reminder, this is being recorded. So know that if you feel like I might be going too fast, again, use a chat or raise your digital hand. Unmute yourself also works. I'm totally fine with that. Otherwise, know that you can press the rewind button after this is being recorded and uploaded to our YouTube channel. Cool. All right, so website, I'm gonna head to edit my website. Now, before I jump in here, has anybody else seen this screen before, or is this brand new to you? Just so I kind of, okay, James, you've seen it. River, I know you've seen it. All right. Let's dive back to the screen before I dive into that one. This is where we've kind of changed things. So when I click here, edit my agent site, let me walk backwards just one more time so that you can see it. I went to KW, went to website. When I click on edit agent site here, this is where it's going to give us this new look. Okay, this is some new functionality that was added in the past 3 or 4 months inside our platform. Cool thing about this is you get to customize it and make it yours. So I'm going to head over here and show you how to do that. Right here in this button where it says add content, I can add a blog post from here. It's going to give me that option to drop a hero image, a headline, a subheadline, and my body of my blog post. The other thing that's new here is styling. So styling is really new and improved, and that is that's allowing you to choose a theme of your website. So a color, a theme of your choice. So you have your KW theme default, the slate dark, the slate light, red dark, red light, carbon light. All of these are brand new. So if you didn't know this section existed, here you go. So I'm going to give you a live demonstration as I click on these so you can see. And again, if you're following along, that's awesome too. So you get to choose what your website gets to look like. I'm going to stick with that dark one's pretty cool. Pewter dark is amazing. Yeah, I think pewter dark is going to be for me today. All right, so I'm going to head over here and hit publish. And once you do that, then your website is now pewter dark. I'm going to pull up my website just to kind of give you the new and improved look. That looks amazing. So what I'd like to encourage you to do is as you're following along, pull up your own website. And as you publish things, toggle back and forth to your other tabs so you can see what it looks like live. The beautiful thing about our new functionality within our websites is it gives you a live look as you change your themes here on the right-hand side. All right, awesome. Before I continue, does anybody have any questions about this section? You all are so easy. Perfect. All right, I'm going to head back to, I'm going to close this section out. I don't have my big monitor today. There we go. I'm going to head to settings and click on edit my website. The other way you could have gotten there was export mode from that screen. So when you do watch that recording and you hit export mode, it's going to bring you back to this same screen that we are here right now. All right, cool. So what I'm about to teach you is the overall view of this section. Then I'm going to dive in to teach you how to. Does that sound good? Thumbs up. So check out your website here. So your URL is going to be living here at the top of the screen. The other section down here where it says quick start, this section is really nice to be able to just go and do the things that you want to do. Like if you want to go click on this, it's going to take you immediately to go create a blog post. This is going to take you immediately to create a custom page and so on and so forth. Down below is where I like to start you, especially for anybody that's brand new to editing or customizing websites, because I like to walk you through kind of like the checklist of things. So that's how I'm going to teach you today. All right. Top of the screen where it says about the agent, I'm going to click here. So we're going to start here together. And as you can see, my screen has changed. On the right-hand side of my screen, you'll see my photo, my contact information. All of this information is pulling from my marketing profile. So for you, it's going to be doing the same thing. Your marketing profile lives inside Command underneath settings. So if and when you want to change whatever this looks like here, like your photo, your contact information, you're actually going to head into your marketing profile inside Command. Who here doesn't know where that lives? Raise a hand. Anybody? Okay. Great. So then you do know. On the left-hand side, you'll see agent profile, my details, about me, and my preferred lenders. Now, I'm going to kind of skip through the about me, my details, and the agent profile sections, just because that does automatically bring in all of that information from your marketing profile into this section. Okay, so we're going to skip through that. The one thing that I would like to show here in this next section is called my preferred vendors. And my preferred vendors is nice just because you get to display all the people that work closely with you within those transactions that you walk your clients through, such as inspectors, HVAC maintenance people. Maybe they are your go-to flooring guy that always does refinishes floors for your people, so on and so forth. Lenders, all of those people that are involved are in part of your transactions can be placed on your website. Okay, so I'm gonna walk you through that and how you can do that. Right here where it says link, it says vendor lists are powered by MoveEasy. To set up your account or edit your vendors, click this link. So I encourage you to do the same thing. Go ahead and click that link. This is going to open you up to a brand new page so that you can start adding those people that are part of your transactions here in this section. All right. So as you can see, this is a brand new page, and this is where we get to add our vendors. I'll show you how to add your vendors manually, and then I'll also show you how to add your vendors in a one big file upload. Because some of you who have been in the industry for a while might have a ton of people, and manually is not going to be something that's going to be fun for you to do. So I'm going to help you save time and energy with an Excel spreadsheet. All right. So over here on the right-hand side, you'll see an add vendor. I'm going to click on that. And this is going to provide this section to where I can add all of my vendor details and the name of their company, their business URL, their contact information, all of that good stuff in this section. Down below, you'll also see vendor type. Now, this is all in alphabetical order. You can do one of two things. You can scroll through it, or you can simply type in. And yes, there is dog walking in here. So if you have a dog walker in your life and your clients are like, hey, we're going on we're going to be in business meetings all week and I need somebody to walk my dog, who do you know? You just might know somebody who's a dog walker, right? So these are the things that you get to do. And you also get to upload that vendor's business logo. So I'm going to just pause here for a second. And before I continue, ask you if there's any kind of questions that you have for me. No questions. It's a pretty simple, straightforward section. And so you'll go through this and add vendors as you go. And when you do that, it's going to display on the screen. Now, it's going to take you about 24 to 48 hours for that to display on your website. So have patience with it. If it's not showing up right away on your website, it's because it takes that time. We are working with a third-party company in order to put this information up there. Now, here's a way to add multiple vendors. You'll say add multiple vendors and then download template. This download template section is where it's going to allow you to mass update all of your people to one place. So if you have inspectors, plumbers, HVAC people, radon people, all the people that I could think of, you can place them in this template and upload them here. Same kind of rules apply as we import our contacts into Command. Don't change the name of the file. Don't change the format of the template. And don't play around with any of the renaming sections just because we are merging this information into this platform. Make sense? They always give you another refresh, just like I had mentioned. It may take up to 48 to 72 hours. I might have said 24 to 48, so my apologies. It might be a little bit longer than that, okay? So as you do that, it's going to display you're on your website at some point. So this is where you get to display your vendors or you get to hide it. You could also toggle on show market center partners. Now, the really cool thing about this is that each and every market center here in the region will have their own vendors. What they'll get to do is share those vendors with you. Once you toggle this on, they will be then displayed. So if you don't have any, no sweat. All right, so we're going to go through that section, and any section that you go through, you're going to click save. Okay. All right. Left-hand side of the screen, you'll head back to dashboard. I'm going to say leave just because I've already updated it. Then we're going to toggle down and head to default homepage. So right now we went through about the agent. The next thing on our list is our default homepage. So I'm going to head there, and this is going to give us the section of the homepage that we were looking at earlier, where we were able to choose the color theme. Now we get to really get a little bit more detailed of what kind of homes show up on our website. See, if you haven't been paying attention to your website, there could have been homes that are showing up on your website and you're like, I don't know how they got these homes here on my featured list. Well, it's going to automatically drop a pin where you are located in your market center. So if you're in the mountains in Vail, most likely it's going to pull those homes from Vail and put them on your website. But if you don't do business in Vail, then you get to go change the location and you get to go change how many homes or what kind of homes are being displayed in this section. So I'm about to show you how to do that. It looks like we might have a question, so just let me pause. What kind of question was it? Let's see. Where did that go? There it is. Oh, somebody else direct messaged me. No worries. Okay, nothing for the group that you guys need to be aware of. All right. So now the other thing is down below here, the newest thing that we've added to our websites are video, which is really awesome. We actually added video at the beginning of the year, but it was only through Vimeo. So if you didn't have a Vimeo account, you weren't really allowed or able to place those videos on your website. The good news is you can now add YouTube URL videos. So the really nice thing is you'll head to this section, you'll head to custom video, and from here, you'll just type in your URL. Down below where it says video, you can select whether that's Vimeo or YouTube. Then you'll select new. And from here, you would then paste that YouTube URL in here and then click publish. Now, where is this going to be published, you might ask? This section in particular, this video will be displayed right behind your Start Your Home Search section here, okay? Because we are on the home search page, that video will then be displayed right behind the search engine in this section. Make sense? Now, you don't have to add video, but the good news is, if you do, that's where you would head. On the left-hand side of the screen, I'm going to go ahead and click on Featured Properties. As you can see, this is what's next. I can either display them or hide them. For this section, I'll display, and you get to decide what that featured section will say. So right here where it says Featured Properties in DTC, I actually taught a class at DTC maybe a month or two ago, and that's why I renamed it this. And yet you get to name it however you like. So maybe it's homes in Golden, maybe it's homes and featured homes in this other area. Maybe it's your own listings because you have a lot of listings and you want to display only your listings in this section. That's great too. You can do that. All right, so down below, you'll see the location center point. As you can see, my center point is Denver Tech Center in Greenwood Village. All you have to do is type in an address or a city or a location. Maybe it's a listing itself. You get to decide. Maximum number to display. You even can decide how many miles from that point, from your radius, that you would like homes to be pulled in from. You can also sort by listings nearest to your location, high to low, however many days on site, oldest to newest or newest to oldest. You get to choose. Then in this section, you'll see feature listings by. You can even just make life easier and just say my listings or affiliated brokerage market center listings if you don't have any, which is totally cool. All right. So as you can see, this is the section where you get to change these listings that are being displayed here on the right-hand side on top of your website. Okay. All right. So one by one as we go. Next will be feature testimonials. So as you can see, I have featured testimonials on the right-hand side of my screen. These are the testimonials that I've been able to add on my own. So I'm going to teach you how you can just copy and paste maybe some reviews that you've received, but maybe they're just not on your site. And you're thinking, gosh, now I have to go and ask them to resubmit. You don't have to do that, which I love. You get to go resubmit yourself and then sing your own praises. Hopefully they're real ones, right? Okay. So as you can see, I have all of my testimonials displayed underneath. In order to add new ones, all you'll do is click this plus button. Then you'll select this search icon. Once you select the search icon, you'll also see new testimonial pop up. I'm going to select that. And from here, you get to just copy and paste those testimonials in. So maybe you're thinking, but hey, what if I want my consumer to go and submit their own testimonials on my website? They can do that. And I'll show you where you can find that link, okay? But from this section, it's really easy. You're going to plug and play first name, last name, the client and how long they've been a client of yours, the city, the state. Obviously, we're not going to give the address just based on reasons. And then publish. Once you've done that, then you're going to come back into this section, select the plus button, and then you'll see all of the recently updated testimonials to pull in from. All I'll do is select it again, and then it will be displayed on my featured testimonials list. And it's easy as that. Then maybe in the back of your mind, you're thinking, okay, somebody submitted a testimonial and it was not so good. I do not want it to be displayed on my site. You can go and remove it anytime you want by clicking on this minus button. Okay. And then you'll just click save. Now, because I told you of the what ifs, we're just going to ignore that right now. If somebody actually submitting a not so friendly testimonial, you already have displayed testimonials on your website. So if I click on this link, this is where you can actually copy this URL up top and then send it to your client. Hey, go ahead and leave me a review. Once they submit that, that review is going to be shown automatically on your website, and yet you get to go take it down at any time. Okay. All right. I'm gonna just pause there. I know I've been giving you a lot of information. I'm gonna let you think about all this. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, great. Now I'm going to head back to the left-hand side of my screen. I'm going to select dashboard. And now we're back to our dashboard. So far we've been through about the agent, homepage, and now we're going to talk about the blog list. The really nice thing is that Keller Williams has provided already pre-written blogs so that you don't have to. A lot of them are already being displayed on your site right now, and yet you get to take them down or not display them if you don't want. You can also create your own custom blog. The beautiful thing is you get to customize the way that your website looks. So I'll walk you through how to create your own blog here in a minute. But on the left-hand side of the screen, I'm going to select page heading and then take it from our experts. So the take it from our expert section is already something that has been curated for you by KW. And yet, if you want to view it, you can view it here by clicking on the I. And then the other way that you can take it down is by clicking on that minus button, just like we took off that testimonial. So see how it says remove and view. In order to search for a new blog, you'll simply select search. It will give you the display of blogs that are available. And then you can select it and add it. So see how it was added again here on the left-hand side of the screen. If you want to select and create your own new one, you're going to select new. And then this is your blank slate. A lot of my teaching of blog posts is use ChatGPT. Go to ChatGPT, give it some prompts, go write a blog around what kind of holiday events are here in Colorado. It will automatically pull holiday events from the internet, display them, and you can create a whole holiday blog within seconds. Come in here, paste it into this section, title it the way you want to title it, and then click publish. You can even add a hero, an image to your blog by adding it to this section where it says hero image. You'll select this section, head to image, and then that image will be then displayed. You can even add images from your computer or Canva images, and you want to upload it from here in this section, make it look prettier. Just giving you some ideas and alternatives. Cool. Once you hit publish, then that blog will be published. So I'm going to give you just a glimpse of my website. A lot of these images that are being displayed are some images that were stock images that have been provided already. There are my testimonials. Here are the blogs. And then, of course, that contact section. Now, you might be wondering, hey, Leslie, how did you get your pages to be displayed linearly compared to that drop-down menu? I will be providing you a link. If you want to know about how to change that, I'm going to provide you a link in order to get that done via email. So if you're that type of person that's like, hey, I want my website to look exactly like yours at the top, send me an email, just because that's like a whole different training. I've also found that as I tried to train that live, it's a little boring, to be honest. So I don't want to bore you too much. Don't want to bore you too much today. And yet I will still give you the resources to go and do it on your own time. Sound good? Okay, great. We have to still keep things engaging as we train and do these classes. So what are your thoughts so far now that we've gotten through these sections? Any questions? Okay, great. I must be nailing them all because you guys are so quiet today. All right, so I'm gonna head to dashboard and then go through this section down below. All right. Some of you are probably wondering about a mortgage calculator, a what is your home worth widget? Anybody here needs to know how to add those? Okay. So as you can see, I'm going to go to the quick start section, which is where I love adding these. You'll see blog post, custom page, landing page, property landing page, template mortgage calculator, and why work with me. I'm going to start with property landing. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to start with custom page. Okay. And in this custom page section, I'm going to teach you how to add the what is my home worth page. Cool. So just follow along. And it's going to be magic because it's only going to take 30 seconds. You're going to love me for this. All right. You're going to title it, what is your home worth? Title it whatever you want. Okay. And let's get through that. Next, I'm going to add module. Next, I'm going to head over here on the right-hand side of my screen, and I'm going to select home value search component. Ready to discover what your home's worth? That's it. It could have been maybe 20 seconds, and then you're going to publish it. I say keep it simple, but hey, if you're that type of person that wants to take it to the next level and you want to add photos and you want to add all these like really cool, pretty things, you can do that. You can do that here in this section where you can add a background image. You can add any other images. You could add more of a description. You can even add another module. So for instance, maybe you come in and do a property landing virtual tour. Maybe you add something from a different a different section. So you can really customize this and make it different. Maybe you add some testimonials in there. This testimonial carousel will automatically pull that testimonial in that I've already taught you to do. It just boom puts it in there. You can even put a video in there. Welcome to, welcome to my page. Welcome to learning what your home is worth. Make it sound like super concierge, white glove. There's all sorts of ideas. So I just like to keep this section simple because I don't want to confuse too many. I don't want to confuse the user. I want them to insert their information. All you'll have to do is click publish. Once you've done that, it will be displayed. Now, the beautiful thing is, as soon as they enter their home address, that's going to give you a prompt that they did. It's going to give them the estimation. It's going to give you the estimation of the home so that instantly you know that they were curious about their home, you know the exact home address, and you know exactly the estimation that the value gave them. Now, disclaimer, there could be some times or instances that I've heard that it did not provide an estimation. However, it will still give you their information to make that call and pick up the phone so that you can say, hey, I know I might have seen that you might have not received the estimation from my home valuation site, but what I can do for you is go and pull the comps around your home. Let me ask you a few questions. If it continues to do this is just me in my training hat on as your regional tech trainer. If it continues to do this, then go to support and let them know that it's not providing any valuation, which you shouldn't run into, but I know that there's some rural areas that might. Okay. All right. Next thing up on our list was mortgage calculator. Let me head back. I have a lot of tabs open. I think maybe I should close them. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, nope. Okay, we're gonna head back to the website. I closed the wrong ones, which is fine. I'm gonna head to edit agent site. I'll show you what this looks like. See how this came here? I'm gonna click on expert mode. Again, it's gonna give us the same view. And then mortgage calculator. You're gonna select it, name it, looks beautiful, publish it. I didn't do anything because it already has a widget in there. Oh, fix the errors. I don't know what errors it's saying. Please fix and try again. Okay, publish it. Mortgage calculator. Let's see if that did it. No, it's not responding to me right now. Okay. If anything, you should be able to just publish it from here and then it will be displayed on your site. It could be my bandwidth right now. All right, that's it. And then from there, you get to go in and be fancy, add more images to your site, think about your branding, your logo, your value proposition. But for now, that is it for how you can customize your website. Okay. And I really advise too is use that quick start button because you can play around with it. Like property landing pages are in there, custom pages are in there. You can make as many custom pages as you wish, which is great. All right. What kind of questions do you guys have for me? You guys are so easy. So easy today. I don't know where my stop sharing screen button went. But
Just
all right.
really quick, how was is everything I haven't checked the updates, but how is everything for the newsletters? Well, I had an agent earlier in the week, or actually maybe it was the end of last week, where she wasn't able to publish her newsletter. And
Yeah.
so is that all, are we good to go there with all the issues that were taking place?
There is an update link that you can follow.
Yeah,
And so I would just continue to follow that. I myself do not have any updates on those outages right now.
okay, okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
alrighty then.
That timeline is timeline that I have no other news. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Yes, you're so welcome. All right, you guys. Well, if that's it today, I hope you enjoy this nice snowy day. I'll give it some time to convert and then we will I'll see you guys next week.
Hey, Leslie.
Hi.
Hi. Question on, is there any tips or anything that we need to know about the navigation side of things, where things are going to drop at as you build out further? Do you follow what I'm saying as far as the
Yeah,
menus?
well, if the menu will continue to drop down. So how I have my website displayed, I will, James, just send me an email and ask me for the link for that other separate training on how to make them display across. But I believe the more that you add, it'll just continuing to stack underneath.
So in that horizontal orientation, I like
The horizontal
that.
orientation.
So then
Hmm.
it'll have some drop downs in that you can add underneath
You
those.
could if you wanted to take it that route. Yeah, I
Hmm.
have not tried it though.
Okay,
So, yeah,
cool. Well,
perfect.
yeah, I'll have you send that over to me.
Okay, thanks, James. Great
Thanks.
to see you.
Great to see you.
Awesome, you guys. Well, thank you so much for joining and reach out to me if you need anything else.
Are you gonna email us this meeting?
That's going to
The
go up.
link?
Great question, Miranda. That's going to go up on the KW Colorado YouTube channel.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.